Hello, beautiful Leo. It's Mary Ellen coming to you from Moonrise Cottage for your December 2018 Soul Tarot reading. I'm going to wrap up the year, Spirit says, and I'm just sitting here thinking about Leo, asking for the messages from my spirit guides. A couple of announcements while I'm connecting. Spirit says, I am going to be in Florida. Ooh, that's interesting. I'm going to take that. Here's the first card, and we'll talk about it in a moment, okay? So I'm going to be in Florida in the St. Augustine area for about a week. I have opened some spots in my calendar for personal readings. If you live in that region or you want to travel a little bit to connect with me at Spirit saying it'll be great fun. There is a link below. Just click on it, and it'll take you to my calendar, to my website. Just click the calendar. I think I've got some spots starting on the 10th, between the 10th and the 14th. Everything else is blocked off. Here's the next card. I'm hosting a winter solstice retreat here at the request of my spirit guides, in part to continue to enliven the energy here in Moonrise Cottage for what is meant to come forward here next year. Spirit's talking about next summer. There's one spot left. I would love to have, Spirit says there's a particular soul who's meant to be here. So I'm just throwing it out there. We're going to start on the 19th, and we're going to end at noon on the 22nd, so you can get home and have your holiday. And we're just going to go deep and enjoy the quiet of winter here. It's very, very beautiful. Very deep quiet, Spirit says. That is also a link that you can look at below in the information box. And I'm trying to think. I feel like I'm leaving something out. I don't know. So, hey, do me a favor. Put your shares and your likes and subscribe and all that stuff. I forget to say it most of the time. Apparently, if you smash the like button, if you enjoy this video, it helps my channel get higher in the algorithm, which I would enjoy. Okay, a lot of messaging coming forward already. I'm going to do a live stream. Spirit's telling me. This coming Sunday at noon Eastern Standard Time. People have been asking me questions, and I've been making promises for a while that I haven't kept, so apologies for that. I'm going to finally talk about my channel, plural, the place from which I get my messages, how I engage with Spirit says, those folks. Obviously using language to sort of make a broad distinction. Here's the next card. Pretty amazing what's happening here, Leo. And I'm going to talk about how I do the card spread and why. So it's just going to be very informal. If you have some time, grab a cup of tea and let's hang out together. So that's the first card on the human realm. Okay. Here's the next card. Very interesting. And Leo, given the way your readings have come out the last couple of months, this is not a surprise to me at all. Okay. So, Spirit, what are the rest of the messages? For Leo, who having come through this year of intense transformation. Okay. It's talking about the way in which you have been prepared to go forward. And look, that's the last card on the human realm. All right. So we have the Emperor, which is the theme of the reading, the Keeper of Harmony in this deck. And then the energy that Spirit says that you take up, my spirit guides always talk about your purpose, meaning your vibration. That's a courtship card. It's really beautiful. It's about standing in a new place. And then we have the Sacred King of Art, the art of spiritual journey, and the way in which you go forward. Spirit, what are the rest of them? Okay, Spirit's saying they want this one. Interesting, this is the bridge card, and it stands next to the courtship of skill. Pardon me, I said art. That's the courtship of art. That's interesting. Okay. And Leo, look at that. That actually came out yesterday for Virgo. That is a prophecy card. So the spirit guides are talking about the winds of change. happening in your life because you are in a stable place. And the stability that you have is new, and it is based on the transformation that you have had because of all the eclipses and the full moon cycles and the retrogrades of 2018. And we are in the last days of, sorry, getting some downloading of Mercury retrograde right now. Had a funny 20 Mercury retrograde 24 hours, and luckily for me, I was able to sort of deal with it in with humor, because what are you gonna do, right? My daughter got in a car accident last night in a driveway. Have you ever backed your car into somebody in a driveway in the dark? And we thought, okay, no big deal, minor damage. She got home. She called me up. She said, Mom, my entire rear windshield is window in the car is just completely shattered and gone. I don't know how we didn't notice. So I get up this morning. I couldn't get up my driveway because we're having a little snowstorm here. And parked at the bottom of the driveway. Went down this morning to get the car to go out. Locked my keys in the car, which included my house keys. Fabulous. Had to walk to a neighbor's house. I don't know. It's 3/4 of a mile. Not a big deal. But that's what kind of day it's been here. It's been really interesting. So I'm hoping you folks are not having the Mercury retrograde. It seems like an intense one. There it is. Okay. That's the card Spirit says. This is the second card on the Spirit realm. All right. I'm hoping your Mercury retrograde is that you can face it with patience and humor. And I just kind of laughed and went, well, a couple more days of this, and some part of me is clearly preoccupied because these are the kind of things that I'm experiencing. And luckily, knock, knock, I haven't had any issues with my software. All right, Spirit says we want this card. That's beautiful. So, you're questing. And Spirit's talking about the quest cards that are coming out in the reading are numeral 10. So you're finishing a cycle. And Spirit says you're preparing. Because you're finishing, you are preparing in this new stable place that you've landed to go forward. Because 2019 is going to move you forward in a giant way. And I'm going to tease you and not show you the outcome card just yet. Okay? So we have this beautiful array of cards. And after I'm done, I'm trying out a few new things with YouTube. I'm going to take a picture of the cards and post it on the community page, making an attempt to decrease the length of the readings. So let me know what you think of how I'm doing this, and we'll just all go forward together. All right, in fact, I'm going to switch over to my software so I can make sure you can see this. So there's the beautiful Keeper of Harmony. It's the theme of the message. It's what the Spirit Guides want to talk with you about. And Spirit's talking about the strength of the Leo energy to be in a leadership position in terms of your ability and your inherent strength and your vision to understand what it is to be in leadership position with your energy and help the collective move forward. So the reading is actually about the way in which you've come to this stable place. That's what Spirit wants to talk with you about. And your energy within this place, now that you've come to a place of stability. And look, Leo, Spirit's talking directly to you. So that's the courtship of skill. You're standing on a new shore, the male and female part of you, in a new place, together, bonded together. And there has been a lot of talk from my Spirit Guides with these December readings about that notion. So I know from my experience now, when Spirit picks these cards and they come out in this way and they really reflect a particular sun sign, that there's a direct message coming through, and Spirit wants you to know that you are being spoken to directly. So this couple is a new couple. We see transformation with the within the male energy, and the feminine energy here is experiencing new growth. And it is the yin-yang, the shift and change in the yin-yang that has brought them to the stable place, the keeping of harmony, so that they can now join together. And Spirit's talking about the continuation of the movement of the yin-yang aspect of the energy. There is a lot to be discovered now that they are in a stable place. And if you look at them, you can see they're a little furtive. They're looking at each other. They're not used to this, and they're sort of thinking, well, now where are we going? And that's what Spirit's saying. I'm going to tell you. Not me personally, but Spirit guides, okay? So they have vessels at their backs. We cannot see what's in them, partly because it is the movement of their energy together in concert that allows what is meant to come, the fruit of the cups, Spirit is saying. All right? Very beautiful card about the skill of being in a sacred flow of energy. So while you are standing in this place with all of this fire energy and the light of the sun, and we're moving out of the retrogrades, we're in the sign of Sag, so in your companion sign, Jupiter, so your world is going to expand. You are going to be affected by that during 2019. So look at that. You have the ability and the strength, because of the flow of this energy now, you have the ability to be a pathfinder in your own life and for the collective. So the King of Art is here. His spear clears away obstacles. He is activated at the heart chakra, and that's what this card speaks about, and able to have sacred vision and to travel back and forth. And Spirit's talking about shape-shifting and traveling back and forth to the mystical realm in order to find the path forward. So here's the other thing about this reading. This was true for Virgo as well. You've got a lot of major arcana on the table. And the placement of it is in significant energy. Okay, Spirit's talking about the wheel of energy and the way the major arcana is placed in the reading. So make sure you go to the community tab and click on it, and I'll label it. You'll be able to see it, all right? So we have the King of Art clearing away obstacles. And the very first thing that happens is a prophecy about knowledge, about becoming activated. Okay, Spirit's talking about being self-activated and self-actualized. And that's the stone of destiny that this feminine, the Spirit's calling her a prophet, a seer. All the words that you would ascribe, Spirit says, to those kinds of folks who have that kind of power and ability to emit light. So Spirit's talking with you about being a light being, able to now have the power to work with light language and light energy. It's interesting. That's what's been coming through to me about what's happening next year. And we humans call that 4D and 5D. It's about using, coming into your purpose, which is about light language, and utilizing it and clearing away the obstacles that have been holding us back from that. So this is a prophecy, and there's the new moon, which is happening on the 7th of December. So if you haven't looked at the astrology for the month, please go do it and make sure you understand what's happening for you and where all the planets and aspects are standing. Because this is a very powerful prophecy about coming forward through the cycles of the moon, obviously. All right. The next card, last card on the human realm. Just what Spirit was just talking about. So, the Queen of Knowledge. It is not insignificant that we have this numeral 1 card, an augury, a prophecy. And it looks outward toward the future in a sense, looking at the stone. But we also have, following it, the Queen. There's a rapid progression. I always hold them backward, darn it. Do you see that? Rapid progression forward from a beginning point. And I love that the beginning point, we see this image. Sorry. Gee whiz. We have the beginning point looking as if it's wisdom having come through a long journey, because we see gray hair on this woman. Right? Spirit's talking about Merlin and things like that. Right? And in the mystical realm, so this is earth-based but connected to the mystical realm because the King of Art looks into the future. And then we have the Queen of Knowledge. And what she does is weave together the strings of your destiny. And so it's quite a destiny that she's weaving together. And look, there's another indication of the sun, of a fire sign. It's quite beautiful. And Spirit's talking about dancing in the light. She sits suspended in the universe like the beautiful goddess Coventina, the alchemist, and she weaves together the strings of your destiny based on your own movement, your own energy flow. So the fact that we have her, these two beautiful women, looking into each other with their energy and signifying the movement forward because the obstacles have been removed. Powerful reading. All right. So at the bridge card, we're talking again about courtship, the courtship of art. And actually, it stands on the table like this. Oh, that's better. There we go. Okay. First card on the human realm, bridge card to the spiritual experience, or to what the soul work is. And this is the sacred clearer of obstacles and of vision. And this is about being in courtship without obstacles. It's about overcoming obstacles. So there's a theme that is continuing to evolve, and it is about the sacred movement of your energy and the prophecy coming forward for 2019. December is a resting place where we get to just take up all the work we've done. That's why we've got a couple weeks worth of retrograde to just stand still and be in the energy and allow this world to happen and think about what's been going forward and throughout 2019 and how it coalesces into these moments in December while we prepare to move into the solstice and on through the end of the calendar year. That's the first card on the soul journey part of the reading, okay? That is the augury of battle. It is a prophecy. That gentleman has been through quite an intense journey and transformation. You can see it because of the garment. That is a sacred sword of victory. And this card, the energy within the story of this card is activated in the season of winter, which it is here in the Northern Hemisphere. And it is activated by the sacred wind. And Spirit's talking about the wind that blows through your life because of the energy, the swirl of the energy, your purpose coming into these moments. And then it's the heat of the sun coming into Sagittarius as we enter December with Jupiter moving. That's the wind that Spirit's talking about, all right? So he is singing songs and chanting poetry upon the sword because he is preparing to hold it in his grasp, but he hasn't touched it yet. So that's a little signification of the retrograde and the moment that we're in as we move toward the solstice. And Spirit says, just understand and prepare yourself. Look at that. Two prophecies. And again, male and female energy complementing each other. The cycle of the moon is going to be very important once again. It's quite interesting to me. So this augury of battle and courtship of skill, all of these things, weaving together the knowledge that you've gained over the course of the year, you are finishing the cycle and you have been successful. This is the quest, of knowledge. And it stands on the table like this. All right, there's the quest of knowledge. There's the finish point. There's the beginning. And here's what we have in the middle, is this couple. So Leo, basically Spirit is saying, good job. You did it and you reached your goal and you finished a cycle and you are ready to begin anew coming through December as you prepare. So if you have some time to, Spirit's talking about the Sacred Passage tomb and the way the sun comes up and comes into the tunnel. If you don't know about that, Google Newgrange, and Newgrange isn't the only place where on the day of the solstice, the Spirit's calling it the cave, is built in such a way that as the sun rises off the horizon, it illuminates the tunnel. And we're talking about the pyramids too. All of those sacred places, that's the place that you are standing within your vessel. And you will feel the energy if you give yourself some time. All right. And Spirit's talking about that's why we're doing a retreat here. We're preparing for next year. We're finishing the cycle. All right. So beautiful. The quest of knowledge has been completed for the year of 2018. There's the angels, the deities. That is known to be associated with the great cauldron of the Dagda. It is about standing in front of the cauldron of all wisdom. Some people would call that the Akashic records, things like that. So, you did it, Leo. And here's the last card. It's another 10, another quest back to back. So check it out. Look at this. Okay, here's the card. I love this card. I've just come to love it so much. It's about having been on this journey, this quest, so to speak. And do you see the garment? Complete transformation. And there's the red cap, and I love that because this often does come up for our fire sign. It indicates your passion, okay? And there you are. You have discovered, and Spirit wants to make doubly sure that you understand that you have discovered source energy. You've come into a place where you not only stand in front of the source energy, able to access it, you become the host within yourself. You see yourself emerge, having the source energy within you. And that's what the two prophecies are about. And that's, to me, the quest of this year that you've been through and the intensity that some of your readings have been showing. It's amazing. Okay, so check it out. Look at that. Look at that. A prophecy on the spiritual realm about this quest that you've been involved in. And the outcome. Whoops, wrong card. Because it's always back. There's the outcome of this quest. All right. So that's the spirit realm. It's phenomenal. And it literally mirrors the human realm. Let me see if I can hold this up for you. Check it out. Leo, it's phenomenal. It's just really beautiful. There's a lot of poetry and a lot of symmetry in this reading today. And here's the outcome card. Another major arcana card. Look. The Chariot. The mover of energy. And it is the activation of this person that moves the energy forward. And Spirit says, I know, we don't have to explain it. You understand. The energy comes through into the sacred feminine and turns the wheel. And it is the activation, not the horses, that create the movement. So incredibly beautiful reading for you this month, Leo. And I just want to thank you for the work you've been doing, for the dedication you have kept in your heart, Spirit says, as you've come through the year. And I'm going to pick a card because I've got some new cards you guys probably know. Going to start using some new cards and forging into new territory myself. So I have this deck. It's the Mystical Shaman Oracle. I'm in love with it already. I love it. Spirit says it's a perfect deck for me. Okay, so I'm asking the Oracle and the Spirit Guides, can you please pick one more message for Leo to help them understand their journey, to validate their journey, the quest they've been on. Wow, all right. So you know what? This has come out 3 times. I keep pushing it back in, but I guess this is your card. So there we go. I'm going to read from the book for you, okay? Hang on one second. Just have to find the page. I'm not used to this, having to look things up in a book. So I haven't quite gotten used to that yet. It feels a little cumbersome to me. There we go. Okay, so the card is coyote. It is the symbol, it's interesting, of the sacred trickster. Most of you probably actually already know that. Really beautiful. This is about the one who has detours for growth and understanding. It's funny. I was just talking about Mercury retrograde. So this energy provides detours so you can deepen your understanding of your journey by ensuring that things don't go as planned. The coyote brings the energy of the divine deception to set you free from the shackles of that which doesn't serve you. Sometimes it appears that you will get everything you want, only to find out that coyote brings you the opposite of what you hoped for. The lessons offered by coyote may first appear confusing, but as they are most sacred and always for your highest good, you will come to understand. If coyote calls you, this is a time to pay special attention to the detours and disappointments, as they are a true test of faith. If you have set your intentions and turned them over to Great Spirit, you may find yourself feeling lost and confused when it appears to you that you are being led off your course. But it may lead to your most cherished dreams and desires. Remember this, Coyote is a sacred trickster and may be leading you into challenges to ensure that you are ready to handle that which you have set in motion. Great growth and understanding come to you when Coyote calls your name. It's really interesting because we have this whole notion of a quest and going on a quest and what that brings, pardon me. And Spirit is telling me, actually, you know what? I'm going to pull from the runes for you. There's one more Oracle Spirit says. Okay. Really beautiful. I'm eager to hear your thoughts about what the year has been. If you'd like to share any of that, please do that. I read all the comments all the time, and I really love hearing your perspective because it helps me understand the readings even more deeply, all right? So this is the rune for movement. I like it, given the way the cards have come out and the fact that we have the Coyote here. So I'm going to read that from the book, and you know what I will do? I will post that also. I'll take a little picture of this page, and I'll post that on the community tab as well. All right, so this is about progress, about movement. It is symbolized by the horse. This is Awaz. It is a rune of transit, transition, movement, physical shifts, new dwelling places, new attitudes, and a new life. It also signifies movement in the sense of improving or bettering any situation. There is about this rune a sense of gradual development and steady progress, with the accompanying notion of slow growth through numerous shifts and changes. So I think that's why the Coyote medicine is there. There's going to be a lot. And we're talking, I believe we're talking about 2019. We're not really talking about December. But because we're wrapping up the year, Spirit, yes, okay, I'm getting a confirmation. They just want you to be prepared. And enjoy yourself this month. It's a beautiful month of coming fully into yourself in order to prepare for the movement that's coming, okay, in 2019. So, slow growth through numerous shifts and changes. This can apply to the growth of a business, to the development of an idea. A relationship may need to undergo changes if it is to live and grow. Moral effort and steadfastness are called for when you draw movement. It is one of the cycle runes that leads toward initiation. Let it be said this way: as I cultivate my own nature, all else follows. This rune symbol is the horse, and it signifies the bond between horse and rider. Bronze Age artifacts showed a horse drawing the sun across the sky. Love that for you, Leo. Here, Awaz is saying, you have progressed far enough to feel a measure of safety in your position. Now it is time to turn again and face the future, reassured. Prepared to share the good fortune that comes your way, the sharing that is significant, since it relates to the sun's power to foster life and illuminate all things with its light. Oh my God. Ooh, I'm getting choked up. What a beautiful reading. Okay. Spirit's telling me to hold cards up. There you go. Two more, Spirit says. Just so you can see this without any hesitation, Spirits, without any hesitation in your soul. Right, there you go. Look at that. Clearing away obstacles in order to continue coming towards source energy and seeing that emerge within you because you have been activated. There's no doubt in my mind. This is the full effect of 2018 on your destiny. And so 2019, big prophecy coming forward. Have a wonderful month. Enjoy the holidays if you practice holidays in this time of year. And I'll be looking forward to being with you, Goddess willing, in January. So thanks, everybody. Great to be here with you. And if you want to come to Moonrise Cottage for the solstice, hit me up. All right, thanks a lot. Bye.